I feel like I'm setting myself up for kind of like some heated comments or a lot of different like opinions, and that's okay. Feel free to share your thoughts below. Do it kindly. But this basically has to do with board size, because a lot of times, more often than not, when I go to coach people or see people ride, they're generally riding boards that don't proportionally fit them. There's a lot of history behind the boards and materials that have been used, like for back here and moving forward, and we generally have sized up because you find out the more that you have underneath you, the easier it is to get up into the air. It's more to land on, and it's not really like that much more to deal with. People are like, well, I can't move it around. No, this is a 155. It's a prototype. Biggest board we make in my Hyperlite Murray is a 150. What you're going to see here is that I'm dealing with a board that we make bigger. It's going to seem crazy big, but I really oversize it to show like the proportions and how much more you can go up in size. And so, yes, when you guys see this, you're potentially gonna be like, that's too wide or whatever. That's, you know, that Murray Jr. you showed is like so much shorter, and like, just give me some grace on it and just look at the overall context of what I'm trying to show here. This is about how to get up Noah, who is a little bit bigger than me. Go ahead and stand up, Noah. I'm 5'6".
6'6".
I weigh 150 pounds.
300.
So he needs a little bit bigger board. This is my board. This is a 144. I'll ride either my 139 or my 144. This is coming up to almost my chin. So if I'm on my 139, it's about down to here. So like somewhere in about here, clavicle, your collarbone, like up to here. Okay, somewhere in there is probably a good place to have a board. So the Murray 150, this is coming up to almost comparable to me riding my 10-year-old daughter's 120 Murray Jr. Can I get up on this? Yes, but I actually have a video where I measured all of the different line tensions, and this was one of the most tensions that was put into it next to a slalom ski. You being on an undersized board is almost like trying to learn how to get up on a slalom ski for the first time. Not the easiest thing to do. Possible? Yes. So we did something! Some of you guys have seen this. This is a prototype Murray 155, but look, this still is not anywhere close to his chin, okay? We gotta make him a wakeboard, so that's what we're doing. And we're gonna take the top of my workbench, we're gonna cut a wakeboard out of this, we're gonna mount a fin to it, and see if it works better. Because I was telling you, I was like, look, I'm telling you, the physics, it's just harder for you to ride. Does it need to be bent or have rocker? Can. Doesn't have to. This is like 55, 54 inches. So I want to get up to about my shoulders. Your shoulders, which is 64, we could go up to 66. So we're gonna try to make this thing about a 65 inch. 155 is about 60, 61 inches. So we're gonna go up to 65, at least to here. A little extra wide, but that's okay. This is a fin history box. I've got a video on like why fins, if you want to see that, but yeah, we're just one right in the middle. Science. Here you have it. Yep, this is a 165, and I actually made it way bigger than it should be proportionally as far as like the width, because I was like, well, I could always cut it away. I'm feeling good about this. We might make some changes to it, but that's why I started with it big. And also gave him some notes in here to remember as he's going. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Let's go. The 165 prototype. Okay, there's a lot of board. Show me that board. Look at that. We did like a faux finish on it. It's like, it looks like a wood. Let's let that board act like a wing, not a plow. There you go. There you go. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come on, let's go. Pop up. Oh, yes. Get the handle still. There we go. Ha 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 ha. 13 and a half, okay? That was awesome. Come on. Look at how far you just went. That was awesome. Good job.
Here we go.
This thing probably weighs about 30 pounds, right?
Probably.
Even though it was kind of heavy, it was still way easier to ride than a shorter board.
Way easy.
Way easier. So it's not the weight, it's the surface area. If this got really heavy, it would really start to be that much more for you to go along, and because it's probably tired you out a decent amount,
yeah.
Right? Just that extra weight. But it's to say, you're probably on a board that's too small, right? Get that thing at least up to your kind of collarbones, up to your chin. Here, and I'll stand up here, so now we're about the same height. It's legit. What are your takeaways? Yesterday?
It's a lot easier on a bigger board. What's right for you?
Yes. And it really just shows you like having the right size board for the person can make it a total different experience. I think people are going to start realizing like, do this. And you can go way slower than most people go. People would probably pull you around 20 miles an hour. I had you at 13, and when I got up to about 15, just knowing what I know can happen, it's like, 15 is unnecessarily fast. And because it's so big, we can go slow, right? If you get on a smaller board, we got to go faster to keep you up on the water, harder impact on falls. So thank you. No, stoked you made it, man. Nice work. Hashtag pass the handle. Okay, that's what you do on your social media. Anytime you teach someone new, hashtag pass the handle. That's sick. Thank you guys for watching. If you got any questions or comments, you guys can put those below, and always appreciate it when you like and share. If you don't subscribe, consider hitting that as well as the notification bell so you know when videos are going live, no matter what you're doing. Always enjoy your ride. Peace. Okay, duh, I just wrote it, and he was asking me to sign him. I'm like, well, no, it's more kind of like his pro model, and it'd be like Noah something, and it's therefore called Noah's Ark. I mean, it's made of wood, it's pretty big. Anyway, sick. No, we don't have these on my Etsy store yet, actually. I do have merch, if you guys want to go check that out at ShaunMurray.com. Click shop. This isn't on there for sale. This is yours.